Okay, so number 1 can be done pretty much all in the calculator. The first question that it asks is what is the y-intercept? And that one's easy because it's the c value right here. So the y-intercept is going to be 9. The vertex is going to either be a high point or a low point, and so in order to find out what that would look like, we're going to graph it into our calculator. So the equation is negative 3x squared plus 8x plus 9. Then we're going to hit graph and check out the window. Let's do zoom 6 just to make sure that we're using the right window, and then we can always hit zoom 0, which right there. Let's see if we can get all the things that we need. Okay, so we're looking for the vertex. So the vertex is going to be either the highest point or the lowest point, and this one in particular has a high point. So we're going to do second trace, and we're going to find the maximum in this case, so number 4. And if you see here, it says left bound, so make sure that your cursor is to the left of where you think the maximum is, and that's fine, and hit enter. And now here it says right bound, so make sure that your cursor is to the right of where you think that your maximum is, and hit enter. And then it'll tell you that, oh, and then we got to guess it, so we got to go back to where we think the vertex is, hit enter, and it will give you this answer right here. So the maximum is at 1.333, so that's the time that it took it to get to this 14.33 feet or yards or whatever. So this would be my vertex. My axis of symmetry is going to be the x value of my vertex. So my my maximum or my minimum, my x value is going to be axis of symmetry. So on your quiz right here, it says AOS, that stands for axis of symmetry. That's actually going to be 1.33. And then the roots, your calculator calls those zeros. So we would need to go into second trace. And again, our calculator calls them zeros. So we're going to scroll down to 2. And you have to find them one at a time. So roots are where they hit the x-intercept, where they intercept the x. They're also called solutions. And so one is right here, and the other one is right here. So we have to do it 2 times. First, we need to find this one. So it says left bound. So make sure that your cursor is to the left of where you think it crosses the x-intercept, and hit enter. And now notice your calculator says right bound. So now you're going to go to the right, and you do that by hitting the right cursor. You're going to go to the right and above the intercept and hit enter. And now you're going to move the cursor. Now it's asking you to guess, so put it on as close to the intercept as possible and then hit enter. So your one intercept is at negative 0.85. So we need to do it again in order to find the second intercept. So second trace. Again, we're looking for a 0, and it says left bound. So remember, now we're finding this 0, this solution right here. So we need to be to the left of that. So we're going to move our cursor over, make sure that it's above and to the left of that one, and hit enter. And then it says right bound. So we're going to make sure that we are to the right of where we think our solution is, and hit enter. And then it says guess. So now go back to where as close to the root as possible and hit enter, and it has a second root of 3.52 because that 9 tells the 1 to round up. And remember that if it crosses the x-intercept 2 times, then you're going to have 2 answers as your roots.